revolution. All that is left of the king's garrison has either surrendered or been killed. Manuel has abdicated and is on his way to England. We proclaim the birth of the People's Socialist Republic.
In the Portugal of 1910, there was a swift and sudden uprising. Planned and executed by a socialist minority, its purpose was to overthrow the government and establish a police state. Here was an early pattern of what was to happen time and again in many countries of Europe.
As we have destroyed the power of the monarchy in Portugal, so we will destroy the power of the church and march on to the liberation of the masses and rule of the proletariat.
How often have we heard those same words since then? And so began a savage persecution of all religious orders. Priests who opposed the government were thrown into prison. Others, caught in a dragnet by the military police, were photographed and numbered like common criminals. But the Portuguese clung to their faith, and after 7 years of political upheaval, churches in remote districts were permitted to reopen. So it was in the mountain village of Fatima, where a simple people paid tribute to the God of their fathers. Here is Fatima on Sunday, May 15th, 1917.
Some wine, Federico.
Antonio, drink.
I'm in bad trouble, Hugo.
You're a tired man, Antonio. You work very hard on your land and nothing grows.
It's enough to drive a man to drink. My wife doesn't know what I suffer.
But I do, Antonio. I can't sleep for thinking about it. I say to myself, Hugo, you must help your friend. He's trapped like an animal.
Like an animal.
So I tell you this. Sell that evil land.
Yes. Yes, yes. Sell the land? Sure.
And with the money, you and I will become partners in a wonderful enterprise. We'll buy a boat.
A boat? In the mountains?
We'll leave these barren hills behind. We go away to the sea, become fishermen. Fish need no watering, no planting, nothing. That's the life, I tell you. Well?
I'm thinking.
You'll do it, huh?
No.
You refuse?
Mass is over. My wife is there.
But the land, the money, the fish, huh?
Now we've got to find your father. Not only does he stay out all night, but he also misses Mass.
Perhaps he had an accident, Mama.
Every Saturday night he has an accident. A collision with a wine bottle. He's probably in jail.
Don't upset yourself, Mama. Pop will come home. He always does.
Maybe I'll find him at the tavern. Don't wait for me. Lucia, you take the sheep to the cover.
Yes, Mama.
Good morning, Senora dos Santos.
Where's Antonio?
Antonio? Bless you, Senora, I have not seen him in a week.
Lucia! Papa and Mama have gone to the market at Batalla to buy a pig, and Papa told us we should take the sheep and go with you to the cova. Mama fixed bread and cheese for us.
And Hugo provides the dessert.
Oh, no!
Here. Gently, Francisco. Gently. Ladies first. Here, my beautiful little one. Here. I brought them all the way from Uri. Good, huh? They should be. They nearly cost me my life.
Your life?
I saw them in an orchard by the roadside.
You stole them.
Stealing? Me? Ah, Jacinta, how can you think that about Hugo? Oh, no. The orchard belongs to a friend of mine, and he had told me to help myself. But his men didn't know that. So, they set the dogs on me. 7 big mastiffs leaping at my throat with blood in their eyes. And there I was, all alone. And with my bare hands, I fought them. Poor dogs. They'll never leap again.
You killed them?
Mm-hmm. All except the biggest one. He laid on his back and cried like a baby. So I spared him.
You tell such lovely stories, Hugo, but I know they're not true. You'd better ask Father Ferrer to forgive you.
Oh, no. No priest for Hugo.
Why not?
Oh, it's all right to go to church and meditate on your sins and beg forgiveness and swear that you'll never commit them again. That's fine for little girls, but not for a big fellow like me.
Don't you believe in God?
Let's say that God doesn't believe in me. Now go on home. Goodbye.
Bye.
Good morning, Father.
Oh, hello, Hugo.
Oh, Father, I have a little business that takes me to Ori today. And I thought perhaps if you would want me to get some good wine for the altar, I know where I can get it very cheap.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, Father.
Oh, just a moment. You're an educated man, Hugo. You come of a good family in Lisbon, a pious family. Why don't you come back to the church?
I thought about it, Father, and I may. If you let me take up the collections.
We must say the rosary first. All right. You start, Lucia. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. I believe in God the Father Almighty. No, let's do it the short way. And wait for the echoes. All right. All together now. Hail Mary! Hail Mary! What's that? There must be a storm coming. How could it be, with the sky so bright? I don't know. But we'd better head for home. Hey, yeah! coming? Must be. Come on. Hey, come on there. Hurry up. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hurry up. Come on. Hey. What are you looking at? What's the matter? What was it? What did you see?
Look. Over there.
I don't see anything.
Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you. Come here to me, won't you? Come closer. There, that's better. You're not frightened now, are you?
No. Where does Your Excellency come from?
I am from heaven.
Who are you talking to, Lucia?
A lady.
I don't see her. Where is she?
Here, on the little tree. Don't you hear her?
No.
Tell him to say the rosary. Then he will see me.
She says to say the rosary, Francisco.
What is it you want of me?
I come to ask you to come here for 6 months in succession, on the 13th day at the same hour. Then I will tell you who I am and what I want.
Shall I go to heaven?
Yes, you will.
And Jacinta?
Also,
And Francisco?
yes, but he will have to say many rosaries.
Lucia, I can see her now. I see her plain.
Do you wish to offer yourself to God, to endure all the suffering he may please to send you, to help atone for the sins by which he is offended, and to ask for the conversion of sinners?
Shall we? Yes, we do.
Yes, my lady.
Then you will have much to suffer, but the grace of God will be your comfort.
My God, I love you in the most blessed sacrament.
Say the rosary every day to obtain peace for the world and to end the war.
Beautiful lady is gone. But she'll come back. She said so. Didn't she, Lucia?
Don't talk. It's too wonderful.
Hello there, little ones.
No, don't go.
Hey, wait a minute. It's Hugo. Don't you know me? Have I changed so much since this morning, or have you suddenly become rich? Lost interest in your poor friend?
No, Hugo. We saw you.
Hey, what's the matter? Anything wrong? What happened?
We saw a beautiful lady in the cova.
And will you please tell me what a beautiful lady would be doing in the cova?
It's getting late. We'd better.
She came from heaven.
From heaven? Huh? Well, a stranger in these parts. Maybe she needs somebody to show her around, huh?
She came in a cloud of light, standing on a little tree. Oh, Hugo, she was so pretty and so sad because the world is so bad. And we must pray awful hard and make God feel better.
What's all this? Beautiful ladies in trees making speeches. You children must have stayed out in the sun too long.
We did see her, Ugo. And she was from heaven. Don't say she wasn't here, Go. Please. Because we love her. And if she doesn't come back...
Ah, baby. I didn't say anything.
But you don't believe it.
All right. If you say it, I believe it. You saw a lady? Good. She came from heaven? Fine. That's fine. You convinced me of that. Only, let's keep it among ourselves, huh? A secret. You'll tell nobody but Ugo.
Why not?
Because other people might not understand. And they might make fun of you. Say ugly things. Make you very unhappy. What do you say we keep it quiet, huh? Just don't tell anybody but Ugo.
Ugo's right. We won't tell anybody.
Good. Now, go on home. Go on, go on. Goodbye.
Mama, Papa, you're late. Did you find a good pig?
Did she go to Mass in Battaglia?
Yes, at the cathedral. Such a crowd. Such music. I hope you girls have supper started.
The soup's nearly ready. Mama, I have something to tell you. Jacinta, you promised. We saw a lady at the cova. A pretty lady who came down from heaven.
Not now, little one. I've no time for your fairy stories.
But you've got to listen, because it's true. We saw her, and she talked to us. And then suddenly she wasn't there anymore.
For mercy's sake, what's got into the child?
It's no story. I saw it, too. But we promised Lucia we wouldn't tell.
That Lucia, she put her up to this.
No, she didn't. The lady was there, all shining in light. It blinded our eyes.
Francisco, a boy your age telling such things.
No, now, give them a chance. Something must have happened. Don't cry, Mimosa. I'll listen to you.
Where's Lucia?
In the bedroom.
I told her she had to eat.
Leave her alone. It's her stomach, not yours.
Lucia! What's the matter with the child? Open the door, Carolina.
Aunt Olivia.
Lucia told you about the vision? Lucia? The vision?
What a wonderful thing. Our children chosen by the Holy Mother herself.
The Holy Mother? What vision? What are you talking about?
Lucia, Jacinta told everything. They're out there now talking about it. Everybody. Oh, Francisco, why didn't you stop her? I tried to. I couldn't.
Lucia, come out here. Did you say you saw the Blessed Virgin in the cova today?
I didn't say anything, Mama. But we did see a lovely lady in a cloud. Who else could it be? She didn't say who she was.
A lady in a cloud? Who's making up these silly stories?
Jacinta and Francisco say it's true.
They've never lied to us, Maria Rosa, but...
They saw the Mother of God?
But in the cova of all places. Why should she come there?
Stories like this can bring the police to our door.
Mama! Papa, the whole village is talking about us.
Tell your aunt and uncle you put this nonsense in Jacinta's head.
But she didn't. It happened.
Don't, Maria Rosa. Give her a chance.
Tell them I said you saw no lady. Tell them you lied.
I didn't lie, Mama. It's the truth.
Truth, or I'll teach you the truth. God help me. All I need is that my youngest should commit a deadly sin. As if the Blessed Virgin had nothing better to do than ride around in lighted clouds and talk to silly children.
Maria Rosa, it was the others who said it was the Blessed Virgin, not Lucia.
She was always a pious child, Father, but she loved stories of saints and visions, and now she's making them up herself. Oh, when I think of the blasphemy.
Where is this cova you're talking about?
It's a 10-minute walk from here. It's my land, Father, a place where we graze the sheep.
I've pleaded with her.
Maria Rosa pleads with a heavy hand.
Yes, and I've punished her, too, but still she won't admit she lied.
Perhaps she isn't aware of it. These so-called visions are, for the most part, manifestations of hysteria. A little girl's imagination.
But Father, the boy saw it, too.
A child, influenced by a mind stronger than his own. It's nothing to worry about. You say, this lady of theirs is supposed to appear again?
A month from today.
Why, that's St. Anthony's feast day, a day the children love. I don't think Lucia and the others will want to miss the fun here in Fatima. Ignore this thing. Don't let it be mentioned in your house. In a month, they'll forget all about it. You'll see I'm right.
Thank you, Father.
Good night, Father.
To the market at Pedrera.
This is the day the lady said she'd come back to the convent. Please, dear, and go with us.
No lady appeared to you, you foolish child.
Don't tell me you tadpoles are going to miss the feast of St. Anthony today. Have you forgotten there'll be a band and fireworks?
And dancing and the blessed bread for the poor and the children?
We told Our Lady we'd meet her. We can't break our word.
Oh. Look out, then. Here we go.
Goodbye.
Adios.
If you children go to the cova today, you'll go without Lucia. She's going with us to St. Anthony's feast.
I can't help it.
What'll we see, little lady?
Tell her my mother wouldn't let me come. Lucia.
Blow your nose and stop crying. You're not going to the cova.
But, Mama, I promise.
Stop it, I tell you.
We're from Karashkas here. Can you tell us where we'll find the field in which the children saw the Blessed Virgin?
They heard about it as far as Karashkas?
And a father seal. Also that the Holy Mother will appear again today. If you will direct us to the field.
Oh, the cova.
There's no such field. No vision either. Don't your children dream in Karashkush? Go home. Or stay for St. Anthony's feast and you'll have something for your crazy journey. Come on, Antonio, we'll be late. See what your lies have started?
Here, you can't eat that. But I am eating it. That's St. Anthony's bread, and Father Ferreira hasn't blessed it yet. Is that bad? Could be. Then let him bless me, because it's right in here.
Well, Signora Carrera, glad to see you're well again, able to attend to your duties. We've missed you.
Thank you, Father. I'm not completely well yet.
Should you be here, then?
I couldn't miss St. Anthony's feast day. Besides, I'm taking my crippled son to the Cova. I'm sure Our Lady will be there again today.
You believe that story?
Don't you, Father?
I cannot accept the unsupported testimony of 3 imaginative children. And if word of this should reach the authorities, our church will be in danger. Don't forget that, Senor.
Adjutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
Qui fece celum et terram,
Dominus vobiscum.
ecco spiritu tuo.
Oremus. Domine Iesu Christu, panis angelorum, panis vivus aeterna vitae, benedicere dignare pani vistum, sicut benedixisti quinque panis in deserto, qui vivis et regnas in saecula saeculorum.
Amen.
There, I told you we'd be late. Father Pereira has blessed the bread. Go join your communion class and try to behave as they do. Remember, I'm keeping an eye on you.
Here comes the little saint who saw the Virgin. What's the matter? Was the vision called off for today?
Her drunken father put it in her head.
Lucia, look, there's Our Lady on the church roof. She's waving to you.
Fly up, little bird, and give her a kiss.
Here comes the little thing to saw the Virgin.
My mother says you're in danger of hellfire.
Please don't say that, Manuelita.
I guess my mother knows a mortal sin when she sees one.
Leave her alone. You be quiet, Manuelita.
Priest. Come here.
Yes, Senor Administrator. What can I do for you?
This is Manuel Marquez Ferreira.
Parish priest of Fatima, number 17793, as you'll see by my police card.
Senor Machado Pais has been appointed magistrate of Uray.
It's a pleasure, Senor.
We're not here for pleasure. Where are the children?
What children?
You know the children. The ones you've been using to stir up the people with reports of a vision.
There. Now you'll get it.
Aye, Senor.
Under the laws of the Republic, reports of miracles are a crime.
But I'm not an accessory to this particular crime.
We'll see about that. Those little puppets of yours will tell us who's pulling the strings. Where are they? Point them out.
I know of no children who have seen the Blessed Virgin.
You're lying. What are their names?
Unreported, Senor, except that one was a Lucia somebody or other.
These people must know. They know every child in the village. You know the children, Senora? You, Senor? You. You there, you know the children? You? Well, speak up, somebody! I want to know the children who say they saw the Virgin. Don't lie to protect this priest. The government's your friend, not the church. Those who help the priest in this fraud will go to jail with him. Well, come on. Speak up. Who are these brats? My. You all look very, very pretty in your nice communion dresses. Yes. I'm sure that one of you smart young ladies can tell me all about the children who saw the miraculous vision of the Holy Mother. Hmm? Well, come on, come on. What's the matter? Have you lost your tongues? You little one. Who is Lucia?
I don't know, senor.
You, where is Lucia?
Which Lucia, Your Excellency? We have dozens of Lucias here. Dreamers, stargazers, fanatics whose flights of fancy can conjure up anything from a flock of angels to a devil on horseback. Now, as for me, I think this latest one about a lovely lady in a tree is fascinating. Personally, I love climbing trees.
Quiet, you fool.
My apologies, Senor Administrator. I was only trying to point that you gentlemen of the government seem to believe more in this miracle than we do.
You, Senora, why are you taking that child away? Is it because she can tell me what I want to know?
She won't tell you, senor, but I will.
You're right, my dear. I was only trying to shield you, but he would have found out sooner or later. This, senor, is the Lucia you are looking for.
I am not.
No. Your first impulse was a better one. Go with a nice administrator and tell him everything. Get it off your conscience. Be a nice girl, Lucia.
My name is Manuelita.
Lucia Manolita da Costa.
No, my name is Manuelita.
Don't be afraid. I only want you to face the priest and tell the truth about him, that's all.
You nearly did it that time. Make yourself scarce.
Take her home, Hugo.
Come on, little one. It's home for you, my little one. Or to some neighbor's house until this thing blows over.
Don't take me home, Hugo. Take me to the cove.
To the cova?
Yes, Hugo. The lady expects me there, and it's nearly time. Don't you see? She must have sent you.
Me? Of all people.
Please, Hugo.
All right, my little one. To the cova it is. Stretch your legs, my gallant Lucifer. For today we ride for love and liberty.
Francisco, I'm afraid. Let's run. It's all right. I'm here. But you can't hear her. She can hear me. Jacinta! There's Lucia.
There's the cloud. It's coming toward the tree.
I knew it was true. I knew it.
Are you there, dear lady? I know I'm late. I almost couldn't get here. Dear lady, I knew you'd come back to us. I knew it.
You are unhappy, my daughter.
Only because of my mother. But not anymore. You're here. Tell us what you'd have us do.
Jesus wishes to use you to make me known and loved. He wishes to establish throughout the world devotion to me. So you must learn to read and write in order that you may convey his message.
Do you hear a lady's voice?
I hear a buzzing sound, like a bee in a bottle.
A bee in a bonnet.
Thou mother of divine grace, thou purest mother,
pray for us.
Señora Carrera is here with the cripple boy. She asked us to speak to the lady.
Will you cure him, dear lady?
Her prayer shall be answered within a year.
When will you take us to heaven?
I will take Jacinto and Francisco soon, but you must remain here some time longer.
You're going to take them? You mean they're going to?
Have no fear for them.
But why must they go? Why? What will I do without them? Please, dear lady, don't you see? We've been together since we were babies. They're like my sister and my brother. I took care of Jacinta when she was just a little thing. Beside my mother, I love them more than anyone in the world.
Don't cry. If God takes us soon, we'll spend all our time telling him about you.
Forgive me, my lady. I'll do anything. Let me suffer for them, and I'll be glad. But don't take them. Don't leave me here alone.
Dear child, I'll be with you always.
All right, my lady. I promised I'd do what you told me. And I will. All my life.
I will never abandon you. My immaculate heart will be your refuge and the path that leads you to God.
Please don't cry, Lucia. We'll pray to the lady.
Baby, what's the matter? What's the matter? Did you hear something that hurt you?
The lady said she's going to take a cent on Francisco.
We're going to heaven.
And I don't want them.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood the lady.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, she might change her mind. Ladies do, you know. Did I ever tell you the time I was walking through a beautiful forest when all of a sudden a great big dragon came roaring out of a cave, breathing fire and smoke with his tongue sticking out? And there I was, all alone, with nothing but my bare hands. Don't you want to know what happened? Oh, all right. We'll save it for some other time, huh? Maria, I'll wait here. What's happening, Antonio?
Trouble, nothing but trouble. The priest has sent for the children. He wants to question them.
Father Ferreira, too? What's the matter? Has everybody gone crazy? You people have hounded those children ever since the story of the vision leaked out.
You saw what came of their story.
And who was responsible for it? It was your own babbling tongues that blew that fairy tale into the big ears of our precious administrator.
It may be true what they saw.
Antonio, you're a grown man.
There are many grown men and women who believe it, even in the market at Lisbon. In spite of the police spies being around, it's all they talk about. The 13th of next month, you will see thousands here in Fatima.
Thousands of ignorant, superstitious fools following a will-o'-the-wisp, sure of a free ride in a fiery chariot straight through the pearly gates. Do you really think there will be thousands?
A multitude of people, Señor. They will descend on Fatima like a plague of locusts.
You may be right. And who am I to argue against the belief of thousands? There may be something in this, after all. Antonio, Here is a heaven-sent opportunity. You own the Cova, and I'm your best friend, your partner. You heard what the peddler said? Thousands. Now, why couldn't we charge each and every one a small fee to see the Virgin? We'll be doing a good deed, and we'll be rewarded with manna from heaven.
No.
Antonio, be sensible.
You would try and cheat God himself.
But he has such a big world, and we have so little of it. Now look, the first thing we do, we build a fence on one side.
Hugo da Silva, I have a warrant here for your arrest, signed by the administrator of Ori.
That's not possible. The administrator is a good friend of mine. Go away.
Your good friend charges you with obstructing a police investigation on St. Anthony's Day, with conspiracy to defeat the ends of justice. Come along.
This is nothing, Antonio, nothing. You start building the fence, and I'll make some posters while I'm in jail. Antonio, we got a bigger attraction here than all the bullfights in Sevilla during Easter. We'll be rich, man, rich.
Come on.
Take care of my little donkey, eh?
Yes, yes.
Let's go.
The lady told us the way would be hard. I didn't know what she meant then, but I do now. I thought you'd believe us, Father.
In such matters, the church moves slowly, neither believing nor disbelieving, until all the facts are examined. Have you told me all the facts, Lucia?
I can't tell you anymore.
Why do you hold back, child? What else did the Blessed Mother say?
I didn't say she was the Blessed Mother.
But she was.
Jacinta.
Perhaps you can tell us what else the lady said, Jacinta.
Oh, yes, Father. She said we're going to die soon. Not Lucia, just Francisco and me.
Going to die? Lucia, you told them that? Father, you see what terrible thing she's doing? There's no end to this.
Lucia didn't tell us. It was the lady. What are you crying for, Mama? We're going to heaven.
Stop saying such things.
Lucia, did you make up this story? If you're lying, I implore you to tell me.
It would be so easy to tell you that I am. Then all I'd get would be a whipping. But I'm not, Father.
Look, child, do you want the soldiers to take your priest away? Close the doors of your church?
Oh, no, Father.
Then tell me the truth, child, the truth.
I've told you the truth. I swear it.
I believe you, Lucia.
That they saw the Virgin?
I believe they saw something unnatural in the Cova. Good or evil, I cannot say.
Evil?
It could be something out of hell instead of heaven. The devil comes to us in many forms.
Oh, no, Father.
Not the lady.
I don't know. I don't say it for certain. But only evil has come from these visions so far. And if they continue, they may bring disaster on us all. Well, I'll forward this information to my bishop. And until we hear from him, I don't want you to go to the Cova anymore. Now, take them home. Let us all pray for God to enlighten us.
Good night, Father. Thank you, Father. What's the matter, Lucia? Are you sick?
No.
Crying, huh?
couldn't sleep, Mama.
Come. There now. Tell Mama all about it.
Father Ferreira said that the lady might be the devil. I can't stop thinking about it. She couldn't be that, could she, Mama?
Father Ferreira knows more about such things than we do. Surely the devil would want the church closed. And he'd want to see Father Ferreira in jail, too. Wouldn't he?
Yes, Mama. But if you could only have seen her as I did, if you could only have heard her dear voice, I can't stop thinking about her.
Are you going to begin all that again?
No, Mama, don't be mad at me. You know I love you. Even though I promised her to come, I'm never going to see her anymore. Never. I don't want you to hate me.
We hold sacred, I forbid you to interfere. This thing is in God's hands. He is our refuge and our strength. Now go back to your homes. Arturo dos Santos, I assisted at your baptism, gave you your first communion here in Orai.
Don't blame me for that. I knew no better then.
But you've known me all your life, and you haven't found me stupid. Why should I plot a thing that would bring trouble to my parish?
Perhaps your bishop ordered a miracle in Fatima.
Signor, in the revolution of 1910, the socialists kept my bishop in a prison cell partly filled with water, an ordeal from which he has never fully recovered. He would endure it again, but not for an imaginative story told by 3 children.
Then your bishop does not sanction these reports of a miracle.
It is you who sanction them. Can't you see that by closing our church, you've made the people believe that these stories of the visions must be true?
Then why don't you tell them they're not true?
But I've advised them not to go to the Cova, not to talk about miracles. More than that I cannot do.
Hasn't it been reported that the Virgin will appear again next month?
I give you my word that the priest of every parish in the diocese will tell his people not to come to Fatima on that day.
Then we'll see how well you can control them. If there is no crowd there on the 13th of July, you will be permitted to reopen your church. It is now in your hands. Good day.
This is the house where the youngest one lives.
Let us see the children! Jacinta, Francisco, show yourself!
Bring out the children!
Why can't we see the children? They've been taken to Balinos.
Will they be at the Cova tomorrow?
Oh, yes, they'll be there.
Why do you hide them? Are they monsters?
No, indeed, they're very handsome. Very like their father. Antonio, let us in. It's Marto and Olympia. Send Lucia to the door.
Let us see Lucia.
No.
I never thought we'd get here. Listen to the fools.
We have all our doors locked, and Francisco and Jacinta are hiding under their beds. You should see the crowds pouring into Fatima.
I know. There'll be thousands at the Cova tomorrow.
Father Ferreira told us that every parish priest warned the people to stay home so our church could be opened again. And still they come. Has the whole country gone mad?
Perhaps the Blessed Virgin wants them here, Maria Rosa.
That I will never believe. Neither does Lucia believe it now. She won't stir out of the house tomorrow.
No, Uncle Manuel.
I think you're making a great mistake.
I also believe as you do, but...
Father Ferreira said the children shouldn't go.
They saw the lady. The priest did not. I believe what they tell me. Can't you see what you're doing to the child?
She'll keep her promise to me.
I know.
And what about the closed church?
Keeping the church closed won't turn us away from God. The government has tried that, and our faith is stronger than it ever was. Do what you want. My children and I go to the Cova tomorrow.
My mother, too. Won't you please tell me how I can keep my promise to you without hurting her? Oh, please. Give me one little sign so I'll know what to do. Won't you let me hear your voice? Show me your face. Or only the light that shines around you.
Oh, good morning, Papa.
Good morning. Isn't Lucia up yet?
Oh, let her sleep. The more she sleeps, the less she'll think of the Cova.
But, Mama, she is up. She's not in her bed and her clothes are gone. I thought you sent her out for something.
So maybe she went to water the sheep.
Go see.
There's the mother of Lucia.
That's the little girl who saw the Virgin.
Where is Lucia? Is she coming out?
Have her bless my child.
Yes, please have Lucia.
What do you say?
Come out, Lucia. Lucia, please come out. Come out. She's here. Lucia.
She's nowhere in sight.
She's not out there. She's not with her cousins either. I called him Marto, and he said he hasn't seen her this morning.
If she's out somewhere in that crowd and they find out who she is, Gloria, Carolina, you go to the neighbors. Ask at every house. Maria de Santos, you wait here. If she comes back, don't let her leave. Lock the doors and keep everybody out.
I'd better go look for her down at the square, Maria Rosa. The crowd is thickest there.
Yes, I know, and you'll end up in the tavern. You keep away from the square. Go to Marto. He'll help you look for her.
This is the right way to the Cova, isn't it?
Yes.
At what time are the visions seen?
Mostly at noon.
arch here, on this side of the little tree.
2 uprights and a crosspiece, Senora?
Yes, like we had in the church on last Assumption Day.
Look here, Senora. Who is she? Has she been hurt?
Poor little soul.
It's Lucia dos Santos.
Lucia dos Santos.
Lucia, wake up, my dear. Are you all right?
Senora Carrera. What happened?
It's Lucia, the child who sees the Blessed Virgin.
Stay back here a minute. Leave her alone.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Why did you run away from me?
I didn't, Mama. I meant to come home, but I must have cried myself to sleep. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
It's all right. It's all right.
Now, leave her. Let her go through, please. Hey, don't touch her anymore. Let her pass.
The apparitions, Father.
Is it true that the Holy Mother appears here?
You believe the children, don't you, Father?
I'm Alvarez from the Lisbon Daily Secular. How do you explain these so-called miracles?
I know no more about them than you do. Your pastors warned you not to come here today. You saw what happened to the church in Fatima. I beg of you, go back to your homes.
But, Father, my family and I came all the way from Santarem.
We were told we'd see the Blessed Virgin.
You've been deceived. You'll not find the Holy Mother here. You offend her by believing she would show herself to a crowd in a field. Go home and beg her forgiveness.
I warned you, priest. Now you'll pay for your stubbornness.
Senor, we did all we could to prevent this.
Yeah, your lies won't help you now. We'll see to it that this disgraceful swindle doesn't happen again. Arrest him.
They're arresting the priest.
Father, what did he do? They
They've done.
What our pastor reported to the secretary.
He's got nothing to else. It's terrible.
Hey, the children are coming!
Just a minute, let's go. Ladies and ladies.
The children are coming!
Little girl, bless this man. Please let me touch you.
Drive those fools off the field.
But would you expect that many?
Write them down if you have to. Round up those children. Bring them here to me.
Spread out! Start the crowd moving! My men are being mobbed.
All right, call them off.
Are you there, dear lady? We're in terrible trouble.
You are enduring these hardships for the conversion of sinners as atonement for sins committed against God. If the people do not cease to offend him, another and worse war will break out. When you see a night with a strange light in the sky, you will know it is a sign that the world is about to be punished for its crimes. In Russia, there is an evil scheme to destroy the peace of the earth. To prevent this, I ask that she be consecrated to the Virgin Mary. If this is done, she will be converted. If not, she will cause wars and persecutions. Good people will be martyred. Many nations will be destroyed. If what I say is heeded, many souls will be saved, and there will be peace. It is necessary that people amend their lives. Let them offend our Lord God no more. He is already much offended.
Marto, do you hear anything?
Only a sound like wind in the trees.
There is no wind. The whole earth is still.
My lady, these people can't see you or hear you as we do. Many of them don't believe you appeared to us.
In October, I will give them a sign that will make them believe.
Regina Caeli, Laetare alleluia, Laetare alleluia, quia
Stupid? Obviously. Impossible? Of course. Yet despite the feeble opposition of the administrator of the province, hordes of superstitious peasants and sundry morons will again clog the roads to Fatima on August 13th to witness the outrageous theatricals of 3 half-witted children.
I did my best, Excellency.
Your best wasn't good enough. What's all that babbling of Secular about Russia?
Oh, apparently old Secular's reporter got to the eldest of the children who told him that the lady predicted that danger to the world would come out of Russia.
The lady's not much of a prophet. How do you propose to put a stop to this?
Give me a regiment of soldiers, I'll stop it.
With 40,000 of our troops fighting on the Western Front, we haven't even a company to spare. Otherwise, I'd close every church in your province. It's brains you must use, not guns. Next month, when they're ready to begin another performance of their little comedy, you'll...
Not very happy to see me, are you? Well, I don't blame you. I think that'll change when you learn what I'm here for.
I doubt it, Senor. Aren't you the same man who jailed our priest?
Oh, didn't you hear? Your priest has been released. He's returned to his home.
Father Ferreira's back?
Oh,
When did
yes.
this happen?
This morning. Why, your neighbors will tell you. I've just come from his house. You know who's there? The bishop.
The bishop?
The bishop, yes. Yes, His Excellency would like to speak to the children before they go to the Kova. It's his express desire that the children be brought to him immediately. So I offered to come and get them.
But we can take them.
Oh, fine. Fine.
Come on, children. Let's go.
Oh, Signora, if the bishop is to speak to them before they go to the Kova, there isn't much time. I have my car here. You do want your church reopened, don't you?
Of course we do.
Well, if the bishop will sanction these miracles, and if he agrees to accept all responsibility for whatever happens, why, the government has ordered me to lift the ban and to give your church back to you.
Oh, well, that's what we want, isn't it?
Everything will be just as it was. We'll have to let them go, Maria Rosa.
Of course, of course. Go with the administrator.
Oh, you'll really enjoy driving in my automobile.
Where is he taking them?
Would they be at the Kova today? Why do you let him take them?
It's all right. It's all right. The bishop sent for them.
You'll bring them to the Kova as soon as you can, Senor?
Just as soon as I can.
We want to know.
We'll meet you there.
All right.
You're going the wrong way. Please, Senor.
Where are the children? Yes, where are the children?
What happened to them?
Were they afraid to come here today?
It's near the time they said Our Lady would appear.
No sign of them.
Where are the children?
Yes, come in. I'll tell the good Father. Oh, Father, come quickly.
Father, the administrator came and
That
got
the
the
bishop
children.
had
Planning
sent
to
for
bring
them.
them to your house. But they're not there.
Please, one at a time. Where's the bishop, Father? The bishop?
Has he been here?
No. But the administrator
He took
said...
the children to see the bishop.
The administrator lied to you.
Lied? What can we do?
There are thousands at the Cova calling for the children. A crowd of them followed us here.
Children!
It's near the time they said Our Lady was here. What happened to them?
Were they afraid to come to the Cova today?
Why have you come to Fatima today when you were told to stay at home? This is a punishment for your disobedience.
Perhaps you can tell us what happened to the children.
I'm the mother of Lucia, and I'll tell you where the children are. The administrator of the province tricked us and took them away to Iran.
You helped them.
Father Ferreira would die before he'd let them be hurt. If you have an ounce of faith in your hearts, you'll beg the Blessed Mother to keep them safe.
We'll do more than that. We'll go with you to Arai.
You have perjured yourselves and incited people to violence and riot. And for those crimes against the state, you may be taken away from your homes and be kept for a long term in prison. What have you to say about it?
Huh? Well, answer the magistrate.
We're awfully sorry, Signors.
It would be a terrible thing to send children to prison. Perhaps never to see your mothers again. We don't want to do that, and you can help us not to do it. Simply confess that your priest told you to spread these silly stories about a lady from heaven, and we'll let you go.
But he didn't. He said it was the devil. And we did see a lady. And she did talk to us. And she said we would suffer for it.
Suppose that instead of locking you in prison cells, we were to take you to the shops here in Uri and buy you fine new clothes, pretty ribbons and wonderful toys, all the sweets you can eat and plenty to take home with you. Now, wouldn't that be nice?
You don't have to pay us to tell you the truth.
We do it for nothing.
Now you listen to me. Sometimes when people don't answer the way they should, the police have ways of making them. How would you like to be put in a big kettle filled with boiling oil, lowered in an inch at a time, and have the flesh cooked off of your bones?
I don't think we'd like that, Signor.
You don't think you'd like it, eh? Well, that's exactly what's going to happen to you unless you confess that you lied. Think it over. Save you a lot of pain. Your time's up. Got anything more to tell us?
No, Signor.
Very well, then. Captain. Speak up. This is your last chance. Very well. Take the little one first. Have you anything to tell us before you go?
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death.
What kind of a boy are you to let your sister go to such a death?
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women.
It's all over, Senor Administrator.
Take the boy next.
I'm not afraid, Lucia. I won't scream. I'll pray to the lady, and that will make me strong.
It was the priest who plotted this little comedy, wasn't it?
No, Signor.
Possibly it wasn't the priest. Might have been someone trying to put a value on his land. It was your father, wasn't it?
No, senor.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier to say it was your father? Suffer like your friend?
It wasn't my father.
I know if you say it was your father, we let you go. He'd be glad to confess it himself rather than to see you die such an awful death.
All right, you stubborn little donkey. If you insist on sacrificing yourself, I'll teach you a lesson. Come on. I'm going to give you the full treatment. Do you know what that means? Well, will you confess that you lied?
No. I want to be with Francisco and Jacinta. Jacinta!
Lock him up.
What are you in for, tadpoles?
What did you do, rob a bank?
I'll bet they slit the watchman's throat.
I know. They're in for treason. Enemies of the Republic. Wait a minute, shut up. What do you want to do, scare him to death? Now, what crime did you commit?
A lady from heaven came and talked to us.
What? A lady from heaven?
Some stray angel, I suppose. How did she get here?
She came in a cloud.
Touch in the head. Crazy as loons.
Oh, I get it. These are the children everybody is talking about. The children from Fatima. Welcome, comrades. You are in good company. I am Sidonio, the bandit. You've heard of me. Here is Liotte, my pal. This is Anselmo. Watch him or he'll steal the teeth right out of your head. Come with me. This hairy brute is Pedro, who eases his boredom by beating his wife. Paulo's of no account, just a common drunk. Feliciano? Well, we don't mention his profession in polite society. Meet Jose. Accused of manslaughter. Innocent, he says he is. And this clever fellow bribes our jailer with promises and keeps himself pickled in wine. Wake up, man. Meet our new comrades in crime. Wake up!
Who did that? It was you, Sidonio.
How did you get here, huh?
The administrator brought us. He's going to keep us in prison for life. First, he was going to boil us in oil.
Boil you in oil? Did he say that?
Yes, Hugo, but he didn't do it. And this is the day the lady from heaven is to come.
Now the lady will think we didn't keep our promise. I will never get to see her again.
No. Oh, baby. Baby, don't cry, baby. What do you want, huh? Tell me what you want and I'll do it for you.
I want to go home to my mother.
Well, that's one thing I cannot do now. But anything else you want, tell me.
I want to say the rosary, so the lady will know why we weren't at the cova. Will you hang this up on the wall?
Why, sure, baby. Sure. I'll hang it over here. Right here. Where everybody can see it. There.
If you men will help us say the rosary, maybe the lady will better understand.
They'll help you. Gentlemen, we are going to pray.
What? Pray or I'll beat your brains out.
Pray what? The rosary.
I never prayed in my life.
You'll pray now, brother.
right, so I'll pray.
Take off your hat!
And it's much better if you get on your knees.
That's gone a little too far.
On your knees, I say.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Ghost, amen. I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord,
Who was conceived by the Holy Ghost, born of the Virgin Mary,
suffered under Pontius Pilate,
was crucified, died, was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven, and sitteth at the right hand of God, the Father Almighty. From thence he shall come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Ghost, the Holy.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
That praying mob.
I know, praying is no more than wishful thinking. But if enough people think the same thing, they can cause a lot of trouble.
Volley over their heads will shut off their prayers.
Then we'll have a riot on our hands.
Yes.
Well, what do you propose?
Let the children go.
No, not until they've confessed.
We'll never get them to do that.
The credibility of their story depends upon a miracle. That's guaranteed to convince everybody. There will be no miracle, and the whole thing will blow up in their faces.
You mean you propose that I should go out and say to this angry mob, now look, people, the jailing of these brats was just a joke.
Release them and release their friend Hugo da Silva. Give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves.
All right, take them off my hands.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Why don't you sing, Hugo?
I don't remember the words, but I used to sing that when I was a little boy.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I was an altar boy in a big cathedral in Lisbon.
Were you, Hugo?
I was the fellow who rang the little bell.
Hugo,
What?
when the lady does the miracle to make the people believe, would you believe too?
But, baby, I believe you.
No, you don't.
What kind of a miracle is the lady going to make?
She didn't say what kind.
Oh. Did she say when?
Yes, on October the 13th.
You just wait. Everybody will be surprised.
Will you believe then?
Well, now that part I remember. La da da.
This way to the Cova, this way. Tomorrow, October the 13th, is the day of the promised miracle. So buy yourselves a new rosary. My rosaries are guaranteed to work or your money back. There are no rosaries sold at the Cova. No rosaries sold at the Cova, so buy now while you have a chance. My rosaries are guaranteed to work or your money back.
You know that there are many thousands here tonight Because of your claim?
Didn't ask them to come.
Didn't you say Our Lady wanted them to come?
No, Senor Bishop.
But, my child, you don't seem to realize how difficult it is for those thousands to get here. A desolate place on top of a mountain. Bad roads and no place to sleep, except out of doors in the rain. Many bring their sick, hoping to have them healed by the merciful one. Mothers come with their prayers for their sons fighting in the war. For many, there is no way to get here but to walk. The poor will be hungry, and there are no loaves or fishes here to feed them. Some may even die on their way. And for all this, you're responsible.
Did Our Lady ask for that?
No, Senor Bishop.
You have said the Mother of God predicts another great war, and still more wars.
I only know what she told me.
You see what nonsense this is.
But you have said that the lady promised to show the people a sign.
Yes, Senor.
There will be a multitude at the cova tomorrow. There are thousands there now, without shelter from the rain. If there is a miracle, they'll know there's hope for the world, and they'll give thanks on their knees.
The lady will keep her word.
But if it should fail, if that great crowd has cause to feel that you've lied, it will become an angry mob. And then, God help you all. Even now, it may not be too late. They might forgive a child if she confessed her sin.
I haven't sinned. I haven't.
It's no use.
Now, little one, it's all right.
They don't believe me, Mama. They don't believe me.
Well, we believe you. Don't we, Antonio?
Yeah, of course, of course.
We'll go with you to the cova tomorrow. And if there's no miracle, the mob will have to walk on me before they get to you. Shh. There now. Don't cry.
Rosaries at cost prices, blessed by the Holy Father himself. Relic of the most miraculous vision. Branches from the holy tree that held Our Lady. Take one home with you. Plant it in your own backyard. Enjoy your own visions. 100 centavos, senor.
Jacinta, Francisca! The sun's out again.
I knew it would be.
A weather prophet.
Isn't it wonderful, Papa?
Yes, my child, yes. And the lady will think you're beautiful. You too, Maria Rose. Manuel, look. She's wearing the dress we were married in.
It's lasted longer than your promises.
Maria Rose, you know where my heart is.
Yes, I know. You're a good man, even if you are a weak one. We'd better get started.
We'll run on ahead.
No, you don't. Stick close to us. Those pilgrims will grab you for souvenirs.
You have been using the same rosary for 30 years?
Yes.
You have worn off all the blessings. Now look, these new beads were recently blessed by a bishop, who is a secretary to the secretary of the Holy Father himself. 100 centavos, senor.
Hello! There go the children on the way to the cova.
Oh, the children!
The children are my friends. I was the first one they told about the vision. In fact, I had visions of my own. Last opportunity. I'm closing shop. Vision starts any minute.
The sun is gone. It will come back.
about Lucia? If it rained,
It doesn't matter, Jacinta. Do you think it rains in heaven?
no. But if it does,
Well, heaven is where Our Lady is. And she'll come to meet us no matter what happens.
Make way! Make way for the children.
What time is this lady of yours supposed to appear?
She comes to us at noon, Father.
Why should the Blessed Virgin choose a day like this to appear on earth? It's past noon already. Nothing is going to happen. I want you to leave this place now.
I can't go, Father, because the lady said she'd be here.
You've done harm enough. Do as I tell you.
This is my property, Father. You have no right to order my daughter away from here.
Where's the miracle that was promised?
They said there'd be a sign from heaven.
This is the sign, a flood of rain.
No, wait. Our Lady was there. I didn't see her, but I know it.
Ah, three crazy children.
We were cheated. The sign. Show us the sign.
Listen to them.
Why don't you leave them alone? They're only children. Go on, go away. Go on.
Show us the sign.
We knew you'd come to us, dear lady. What do you want?
I want to tell you that the war is going to end soon, and the soldiers will return to their homes. Do not fear. In the end, God will triumph.
You said you'd tell us who you are.
I am the Lady of the Rosary.
Queen of the Most Holy Rosary.
Where's Our Lady? We haven't seen her.
A child talking to the empty air.
We saw nothing, heard nothing.
They better pull some sort of miracle out of their hat, or this farce will become a tragedy.
Well, I can't say we didn't try to stop it.
We've been cheated. We've been lied to.
Nobody touches the children.
Holy Mother, you promised to give us a miracle so the people will believe us. Look at the sun.
The sun, look at the sun. The sun. Look at the sun. The sun! Look at the sun, it's falling!
Vincente, what's happening?
It's the end of the world!
No, it can't be. For I can see again. I can see. I can see.
It's a miracle.
A miracle! A miracle! He walked! He walked!
Look! The center's turning back! The sign! The sign!
The lady kept her promise.
Holes are dry. Yeah, it's dry.
My clothes are dry. Mama, look. Oh, Papa, there's no good.
So are ours.
Only the fool saith, there is no God.
Where the people of Fatima, in 1917, erected this simple arch, there now stands a magnificent basilica. And on October 13th, 1951, 1 million people from all over the world gathered here to do homage to Our Lady of Fatima. The white square of Fatima is alive with 1 million white handkerchiefs, waving an affectionate greeting to the White Lady of Peace. As night falls, 1 million candles send 1 million prayers to heaven. Inside the basilica, Francisco and Jacinta lie in their eternal sleep. Through the years, Lucia has devoted her life to holy service.
Are you happy, Lucia?
More than I can tell you.
To think that the faith of you 3 children has brought these millions to Fatima.
It is their own faith that brought them, Hugo. Their yearning for peace on earth. If the people of the world will pray as Our Lady asked them to, God will send us peace.